So I am Claire, and we are gonna cut out all the pattern pieces today for the Siah Sidekick. And let's see, there looks like, okay, good. So there's a chat option, so if you have questions, let me know. And I'm going to, let's see, I'll probably end up flipping my camera around, but let's go over all of our pieces. Let me pull up my pattern. I have to use my husband's computer because mine spazzed out and won't work anymore. Now I'm trying to figure out how to use his. Got it. Okay. So let me log in and get my pattern opened since my computer decided to stop letting me use the keyboard. I'm guessing you all have your patterns printed. Some people might use, sorry, what's my password? Some of y'all might use the projector, and some might even do the Cricut to cut pieces out. I will try to do the Cricut to cut another one out here in the future because I have one just sitting over there and I've struggled with it back and forth to cut through my different vinyls and trying to find the right settings to get it to cut all the way through or to keep the material from shifting. I've looked at some tips on how to do it. Here we go. Okay, so open with Adobe. I have my fabric over here. Everybody voted to do this one with my vinyl. Hi, Candace. And Debbie. Didn't know Sonic was in the chat room. That's exciting. Hi, Terry. This is the panel I'm using. And they just started this group, Luxe Fabric Supply. They I bought this before they started doing this, but now they have these bag rolls a little bit longer, and I think even maybe a little bit more in width for the panel, because for me to use this as my flap on the Siah, I'm gonna have to add, like, I'm gonna have to sew a strip to the top or the bottom to give it the right length for my flap. I could probably cut it without doing it and like adjust where my snap goes, but I don't want to do any changes on it. I just want to sew it the way it is this first time. So let's see. Sorry, Adobe just now opened. It's giving me all these options because I haven't used it on this computer before. Okay, here we go. So all of our pieces, there are several. So my main fabric I showed y'all, and then my accent, this is some sort of waterproof, not a canvas, but almost like a nylon material. And then I will use, for my overlays, my zipper overlays, I probably won't use this. I got a black I can use for my zipper overlays. I think it would be fine. Then you need your interfacings. So I bought some, here's this guy, a medium weight and a heavy weight. So the medium weight woven interfacing, this one's heavier than that. So my medium weight is, this one lighter medium. Alright, I'm pulling my stuff out. I got this one. I think this one's light, so if I was going to use it, I'd probably do 2 layers. And then this can be used for the deck. I think this is Cotton Firm from Wizardry. And I don't know what's chat's going on. This is Decaville Light. They didn't have Decaville Heavy for me at the store. The Peltex also wasn't available. I have the Peltex. It's not fusible, it's sew-in. So I'm gonna figure that out. You need your hardware. Hey, sorry. How do I keep the chat on topic? There's some people in the chat that they're like bots, maybe? Is there a filter for that or a thing that's not? I don't know. There's some interesting
you need a moderator.
Groups in the chat. I need a moderator? Oh. How do you do that? Sorry, y'all. I was trying to see if there was a way to keep our chat on topic. All right, so our hardware, a 1.5-inch O-ring, 2 1-inch rectangle rings, 2 1-inch strap adjusters, your flip turn lock. I'm waiting on mine to come in the mail. Your zipper tape, number 5, and your pulls for that. Then a swivel clasp that's a 1/2 inch. That's optional if you're going to do a key clasp for hanging your keys on in the bag. Sorry, my husband has left my page. How's everybody doing with their pattern cutting out? Anybody doing it with me today, or have you already done it? Oh, look, subscribers only? I don't know. Anyway. Moving on. And then for that same key clasp, the optional one for inside the bag, you'll need 1/2 inch webbing for that. For your backpack straps, you're going to want 1-inch wide webbing. And some purse feet for the bottom of your bag to keep it from getting dirty. And then just all your basic tools for sewing. So I'm guessing my husband did not find my papers. What did he come in and give me? Did he give me anything? I just had my market booth yesterday on here in my locally, and I brought my paper pattern pieces because I thought I was going to work on cutting my stuff out, but it turns out I left it in my mom's car. So I'm going to turn my projector on and I'm going to cut using my projector, which is fine. It's going to find, yeah. All right. That's the printable one. So I need to also set this up so that y'all can see what I'm doing. I guess I'm going to have to go to my Lindshandmade account. That's not what I'm writing. There we go. So I'm going to open my projector option, or the AO, or whatever it is. All right, sign in. Here we go. Projector, files and video. How's everybody's Sunday? We went to church. It was nice and relaxed and chill. And now my kids are doing their laundry. Here we go. Here's my projector file. So what I'll do is I'm going to clean up my space so that y'all can see what I'm doing. Remove all my interfacings and get back to the wall. Oh my gosh, I found my stuff. It's right here. Found my pieces. Okay. Well, I should probably call my husband so he doesn't try to go get them when I message him. Chat. Steven. Okay. Found my pattern pieces. I was tearing this place up looking for it. Okay. Well, that's good. I'm glad I found it. I'm going to pull it out. Alright. Okay. I'm going to turn the projector back off. So let's turn the camera around. Flip. Alright. Let me know if this is good for y'all. Okay, so let's start with my main panel. Let me just separate it from the roll since I don't need that right now. Okay. Let me get my pieces. Alright, main body exterior. Here's my flap. Okay. I'm going to show too much of the pattern pieces so that it's not breaking the rules, but I'll show you once I get it cut out. All right. Wait a second. It does fit on here. What was I going to use? Thinking out loud. Why did I think it didn't fit? No, it does fit. Okay. Solved that problem. She has a little window that you can use on that pattern piece so that you can make sure your piece, your image will be visible once you cut it out and centered. I'll show you that in a sec. Let me see. So there's the window to get it centered. There we go. Okay. I just want to make sure. I'm gonna mark this and then cut it with my, what do I want to use? My chalk. I'll use my chalk. It wants to lift up my paper. So I'm trying to get it from moving. You know what? Where's my tape? I might tape it down for a second. I have some washi tape I think I'll use. Here we go. I'm going to tape this down so it doesn't shift as I'm marking it. Actually, I can probably cut it using with the tape on it. I'm going to skip a step that I was going to save myself a little bit more. I'll save myself some work. Does that look straight and centered? I think so. I'm at the top of my panel, so I kind of have to make it work. Let me show you. I have to get this right up to the edge, and then I will have used my panel the best that I can, and I think it's going to work just fine. Let me just shift it up. Make sure it's centered. That looks good there. Okay, and then tape it down. I think we can all agree that cutting out our bags is the hardest, most time-consuming part of the process. Maybe not the hardest, but definitely the part I put off. Because sewing is the fun part. All right. Here we go. Okay. Not only is the paper like trying to flip up on me, but the panel's like rolling because it was curled. And here we go. All right, let me show you. Flip it. So I taped it down so that it won't shift. Okay. And you just need one of your main, and so that's my panel right here with the design, and then one in your waterproof canvas or similar, and then you'll interface your panel, your main panel, and go around that curve. With some woven interfacing. I'll try not to cut my finger off on live. That would be horrible. These rotary blades are so sharp. So there's that guy. I'm just going to set it on top of my lavender and cut that one out now. And here it is. And so I'm going to set it to my lavender and do the same thing. Cut it out. Tape it a little as well. Oh, I was lost in my tape. I like that one. I know I have another one. Just gotta figure out where to put it. My poor sewing studio is in chaos right now. I don't know where my washi tape went. I wonder if it's in here. Let me look one more place and then I'm going to give up on it for now. In my toolbox. That's a no. We're going without. Alright. Let's cut this piece out. So once you have your pattern pieces cut out, take a photo and post it under that first day image in the Sidekick Sewalong album in the group. And I'll show a little video so that there's no confusion about that. I'll do like a screen recording of how to do it that way. So every entry gets put into a drawing at the end of the Sewalong, and I'm going to give away a gift card to like a fabric shop or a hardware shop to the winner. The random draw I'll do like a random name generator to draw the winner. But you have to participate in the whole sew along. You don't have to do it on the day, but you'll need to put a picture in each album to be counted. So you'll have to finish the sew along for it to count. Don't know if that made sense, but in essence, each photo in that sew along album corresponds to the day and what we're doing. So like day 1 is getting your pattern cut. So under that photo, you'll post an image of your pattern cut out, your pieces for the bag. And then the next day, whatever I had put down, like is it sewing the pockets or setting up like, forget what I labeled each day, but day 2, whatever we sewed that day, you'll take a photo of your progress, put it under the image in day 2, so on throughout the sew along. If you do it all at once and post them all on the last day, that works just fine. You can do it all at the beginning as well. You don't have to go exactly by the same days, just as long as you have an image in each of them. Alright, that's gonna look good. So there's the flap closure is what this one's called. And then I'll need to cut a piece of interfacing as well. I'm going to do all the interfacing last. I'm just going to set that to the side. And we'll get our next piece. That's what it was. My main body. Okay, so here's my main body lining. And here it is. Main body exterior. Okay, so I need 2 of the main fabric and 2 woven interfacing and 2 deck of the light. So it's going to be nice and firm to hold up the bag and give it that support and that look that we're going for. Alright, so let me get my main fabric. This is what it was that I was saying. I didn't have enough length in the pattern. This is going to be shy. Let's see how much. Just like an inch. I'm going to have to add like an inch panel to the top or the bottom. I'll probably do the top of it. And I'll do that to all, to both the 2 pieces I'm cutting. If that makes sense. And I'll show you what I'm doing, but you don't have to do that. You just have to cut 2 of the main body exteriors. And it's a simple piece to cut. Yay. Alright, there's the first one. My next piece. And then, like I said, I'll do my interfacings at the end. So let's see. Let me get all my things. All right, here's my accent. Here's my, this is the side peekaboo accent. So we need 2 of our accent fabric. And I'm probably just going to use my lavender as the accent. I don't, the fabric's busy enough that I don't need anything else too distracting, too busy of a design. So give me a second. I'm looking, sorting my pieces. goes in my lavender pile. So I'll pop it in there and so let me move this pattern piece to the side. That's our main body exterior we just cut. Now I'm gonna get this piece cut. This is our side gusset. 2 of your main and then 2 of your waterproof canvas. Alright, I laid this out to make sure I had enough of this, and so I really hope I laid this out correctly so I don't run out. And so I am short like 3/8 of an inch on this. I hate adding such a small panel, so I might since it's such a small amount, I'm gonna make up for it in my seam allowances. We're not gonna say anything. Alright, so I'm just gonna put it kind of evenly hang it off. I'll show you. So it's just short, like that much there, and then the same. I'm just gonna let it hang off a little bit. I don't know. I might change my mind. Let me think that through. If I'm going to add a solid strip at the bottom, but it's not, since it's only like maybe it's a 1/2 inch. I'm not going to have a 1/2 inch of a strip, like an accent strip, to make it long enough. I'm just going to put it to where maybe it'll be a 2-inch strip on the bottom. So I'm going to measure. You don't have to do this. You just have to cut 2 of your pattern pieces. But if you have fabric, mine's directional, so I can't turn it sideways. I'm going to make some adjustments and kind of make it work. Frankenstein it a bit. Alright, so a 2-inch strip to make this work. I'm just going to fold it on that line and make sure I cut a seam allowance, so a 1/4 inch past that. To account for that. Okay. And then I'll do a lavender accent strip. It's going to be good. And we're going to be okay. It's a little short. Let's do this. Don't forget, if you're doing this, to leave room for your seam allowance, so otherwise it'll end up short. Just gonna cut a 1/4 inch on that line, and then when I sew it, I'll measure it up against the pattern piece to make sure it's exactly what I need, and then be golden. It's an extra step. It's unfortunate that I have to do that, but we'll be fine. Okay, so I'll show you what I'm doing here. So I was short on that because of it. So here's my extra for my seam allowance, and now I'm going to cut this portion to add here in lavender. But let me cut the other one of these. Same idea. Yeah. And I'm getting to the bottom of my bag roll. I will use my black for the rest of my vinyl pieces, it'll be an accent because I'll be out of this. Might be enough for, I don't know, not enough. All right. Y'all are probably faster at this than me. There we go. Okay, so here's my 2 side gussets. I'm gonna cut that accent piece with my lavender. I wonder if this is enough. A little scrap. Ooh, sweet. Okay. Let me do this. So I need 2 of these. This is all that's left of my bag roll. We'll see if there's anything I can use it for. The pattern piece has a center center marked on the pattern piece. So while you have your pattern out, your piece, mark your centers while you're at it. And I know y'all are gonna say, are you gonna cut out the exterior of your side gusset? I will. I was gonna save that after I cut out my lining so that I've gotcha. We aren't done with our exterior side gussets. I'm just having to Frankenstein mine to make it work. And then we will get it finished cut out. Sorry. Being so patient. Sorry. Put that through. All right. Need 2 of these. Cut it up real fast. And then we'll cut out our liner, our lining, our WP, our waterproof canvas for the side gusset, and then I'll cut out the accent, like the cutout for the accent. I'll remove that from the pattern piece. Hope that made sense. I will show you. Satisfying the sound it makes cutting through this like nylon-y fabric. I don't know how to describe it. It's like very crunchy. That's good enough to me. Now back to our side gusset. You need your lining. So your 2 of those. Throw my garbage away. Where's my big paper? Yeah. I'm trying to see if I have enough to do This is the main body liner. It's cut on the fold, which mine's not long enough to cut it on the fold, so I'll have to piece it together, which don't do what I do. So there's one. Just mark that. Make sure I can get that one on. Perfect. So that leaves not. And do I have another one of these? Let me see. That means I'm going to use something different. To match this because I don't have enough. And that's okay. I'm gonna get some of this blue in here. Question is, do I want it all blue on the inside and the lavenders for the other accents? So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Yes. Okay. Let me put this to the side for a minute. There we go. Alright, let's cut out the gusset. This one. Like my pattern weights. Okay, so it's going to be a little bit of a mix-up with two different colors. But I'm just trying to use what I have instead of buying more. But I guess I have to be honest and say I did actually buy more. It's just not here yet. Backstitch Fabrics. The print side of the business, they sell their, whatever this is, this waterproof lining fabric, and they're closing that side of their business, or that side of Backstitch is closing, the print side, so they had their big sale to close out the other day, and so I grabbed some rolls because I really like how it makes up in the bag. Here we go. And it said my item is on, or my items are on the way. It could have been worse, how much I spent, because I filled up that cart so full with all the colors and solids. And then I stepped away to think about how much I was going to spend and kind of thought to myself, maybe I don't buy anything. But then I decided, you need some solids for your bags. So I went back like 2 days later, and like half my cart was gone, which is kind of okay. But I still got some good solids. So I don't remember what colors I got, but some more of these things. Okay, so there's my two of my waterproof canvas. Now, this shaded area, you need to get rid of that section for your exterior gusset pieces. And I put mine here. Okay, so let me cut this out of my pattern. Where are my scissors? I'm just going to cut a portion of it and kind of flip it to the side. Fold it out of the way, those dotted lines. Oops. Using my pen to create a crease so you can see where to fold it. When I put this pattern together last week, I had like an epiphany moment, and I'm Not sure how it's going to hold up over time, but a lot of times I just use my glue stick, and I feel like after I've used the pattern piece a couple times, the glue stick starts falling. It starts like not being sticky, right? The paper pattern piece starts to come apart. I'm gonna flip it over and draw this out and then cut it. So this time around, I decided to get my, I think I've got some 1/4 inch double-sided tape. I don't use it very often because most patterns call for the 1/8 inch DST, so it doesn't end up in your seam allowance. So I used the 1/4 inch one I had to put my pattern together. I thought that was ingenious. A moment I was very proud of myself. So we'll see how it holds up over time. Guys, there's nothing more nerve-wracking than cutting a piece out of your main fabric. Sure hope I'm doing this right. It's what it said to do. Here we go. Alright, did it to the one side, and we'll go to the other. Now I've got this cute little piece. Repeat. And then we're going to go to our next pattern pieces. Okay, so far we have cut the front flap closure in our main fabric and in our lining, or the WPC. We have not done the interfacing for it yet. We'll do that. Alright. And then we will have 4 of your side gussets, 2 in your exterior fabric and 2 in your inside lining fabric, so your WPC. Your exterior side gussets are going to have a V cut out, and you did it right. My side gussets are going to have a piece sewn to the bottom because my bag roll wasn't long enough for the pattern piece. So I'll do that later. So I'm going to put this over here with my lining side gussets. Alright, that goes over here. Let's do our main body liner. Cut it on the fold. So I'm going to make some room here. Get this set up. I think there's a cut. Oh, I just walked into the corner of my table. It's going to leave a mark. There's a cut chart, I think, that you can use for these pieces. She has the measurements marked on the pattern piece too, telling you what your height and width are. Let's see if this is enough. Alright. Wish I could have music playing in the background, but they don't let you do that really, unless you have permission from the artist to do it. So we're not doing that. Just gonna have to listen to me drone. How did I manage to do it? Oh, here we go. Try not to make too big of a wasteful cut. Very little scrap left over on the edge here. That's our line. Let me use my ruler to cut. just slide around on my fabric. Using the cut chart might be helpful. So you're only cutting one of these. Okay. So that piece is done. That was your main body liner. You should have one cut out in your WPC or whatever your lining of choice is. It was cut out the fold, so it's nice and long. Alright. And you already cut out your gussets for the liner, so those are over there. Alright. Let's look at what pieces we have remaining and kind of plan out what's left. I've got my zipper overlay. Wonder if it fits on any of my leftover vinyl. No, that would have been too convenient. Wait! Oh, guys, it does. I guess I could use this on the inside for the zipper overlay. Is this on the inside or the outside? I gotta look, double check. Oh, it'd have to be this way. Still might be fine. My pattern fell asleep on my computer. No worries. Okay. We've got an exterior pocket liner. You're going to cut 2. You've got your base, and I said I was going to do that with my black accent. So 1 in your main and 1 interfacing and Peltex. Okay. So, boop, boop, boop. That's my black. That goes with that. Let's do our side accent piece. In lavender. And my exterior pocket. Since it's on the outside, I'll do it in lavender. And then my top anchor accent, interior gusset, so that's going to be my teal, and my bottle sleeve will be my teal. And my bottom strap anchor, don't have enough of that, so I'll do that with black and black as well for the top anchor. Alright, where are we with pattern pieces? Is that all of them? Okay, so now that I've made my plan, let's do this. I think I am going to cut this out for my zipper overlay. I think it'll be fun. We're going to do it. I'm going to draw it on and cut it. One of these days I'm going to get really good at using my Cricut to do this, and they're going to come out perfect every time. Until then, that's what we're doing. And a straight cut and use the ruler. and then I'll draw the box out on it. Cut the box out really fast. You really shouldn't use your rotary blade on paper. Don't do what I'm doing. It will dull your blade if you do it too much. I have a separate one that I use for cutting paper with, just not right next to me. So this is what we're doing. Okay. Draw out my box on here. I'll probably cut it out later. It's gonna be cute. Using my patterned vinyl. Really cute. I have a song stuck in my head, and it's not even like the words, because I really don't know the words, but I have the jingle stuck in my head. Just going around and around, never ending. Okay. Oops. My zipper overlay, I'll cut that out later. Move this to the side. It's got some cute designs on it, so I think I'm happy with that. I'm gonna move these pieces out. Let's do the last of these inside pieces. So my interior gusset pocket, cut 1 in your WPC on the fold. Let's see if I can find them over here. Maybe over here. Does it fit here? Ooh, barely. No, okay. Man, I was hoping that would fit there. How far off am I? 2 inch. The other side. And there's a notch to mark for your center bottom. I'm cutting this on the fold. Okay, one of those cut on the fold. We get our bottle sleeve cut out. I'm looking forward to having a bottle sleeve in the bag. It's gonna be super nice. It's also cut on the fold. So I've got to find, don't know that it's wide enough to do on the fold. So we're just gonna cut 2 and add enough for your seam allowance to piece it together. So that's where we are. So I'll add a 1/2 inch to the top and cut it out in 2 pieces. But if you have enough room to cut it out on the fold, save yourself the trouble. Do what the pattern says. Okay. One for your bottle sleeve of your WPC. I didn't have enough to cut it on the fold, so I put enough at the top so I could piece it together. So we are done with that piece. Moving on to our exterior pocket lining. Let me put these pieces away. In my lavender, cut 2. Okay? 2, 2, 2, 2. I should have enough of that. Very nice. You can mark your center top and center bottom on it while you're at it. Okay. A little bit more. Right. Shouldn't have moved it. That's good. 2 pieces. You have this that you need to mark. I wish I could turn my computer on. Give me a second, see if I can figure that out. I don't remember if it's on both or not. Oh, I still need to cut that too. Okay. This piece was hiding in the interior zipper pocket. Cut 2. So I can do that in lavender, I think. Oh, there we go. Yes, I have to ask my husband how to sign in. Oh, I can't leave, can I? Can I leave the chat? I'll be right back, dudes. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, y'all. I'm back. I had to open my pattern up on my phone because get into the computer. Okay, so for your exterior pocket lining, your zipper box marks, you're gonna do that on the back of 1. So I'm gonna open it up. My scissors. I'm gonna put them. Okay. And we'll put those marks on the back of 1. Mm-hmm. All right. Pin. This one. good. On the back of one, that was your exterior pocket liner. Okay, boop. We've got just a few more things, everyone. Look, we're at an hour. Let me lay out my pieces. I was gonna do lavender for my interior pocket, interior zipper pocket. Cut 2, so if I put that there, yeah, I've got plenty. Okay, so 2 of your your interior zipper pockets. If you don't want to use your pattern piece, you put the measurements on it. There's probably a cut chart on the pattern you can use as well. I don't know what I did that. I drew it on instead of cutting it. Man, it slips on itself. Last piece. Sky. Alrighty. Interior zipper pocket in your WPC, 2 pieces. Put it to the side. And then I've got my accent for my side gusset. 2 of those. And they'll need to be interfaced. Okay. So cut these guys out real fast. Move on to the last bit. We'll get our base cut out and then do interfacings. I should turn my heat press on. Since the video is getting kind of long, I might not do the interfacings live, but I'll show you or go through what you need interfaced. Let me know if that works for y'all. The hard part is almost done. Or maybe the part that takes like the most time. One sec. I want to cut that. There's 2. Of your accent for your side gusset 2. Now get my lavender out way, and we'll go to my black, which I will use for the base, and my strap anchors and my top anchor. There we go. All right, we're doing good. Your bottom base, 1 main, and it will be interfaced with woven and 2 Peltex. So let me get this cut out. She said make sure you mark your purse feet landmarks as well. So I'll just grab my pen through the hole marks and mark them. Shifted. Alright, we mark my first feet. Excuse me. Okay, let's hope this black pen shows up. It should. It's like shiny looking. Do it on the wrong side. Curl that in. Did it show? Yeah, I can mostly see it. I know what I'm looking for. Okay. I'm guessing I need to mark these dashed lines. I think it helps when you're sewing to have those lines marked. If I remember reading that somewhere in the pattern, I might be lying. It's like 1/2 inch lines all the way down. I think I'm gonna use my chalk for that so I can see it. Pretty good. See what I'm doing. Just drawing the dashed lines out on the wrong side of the base at a 1/2 inch all the way around. Excuse me. There we go. Alright, so there's our base. And now we're going to do our top anchor, cut 1, and bottom strap anchor, cut 1. Alright. And then that is all the fabric cutting. And we move on to interfacing. Strap accent, or top anchor, sorry, and accent fabric. Top anchor, 1, and your bottom strap anchor, 1. Cute little tiny pattern piece, and she can be done. Perfect. Okay, now that all of the fabric is cut, let's review our interfacings. Ugh. So close, y'all. We need to do our interfacing for our flap, and that's going to be out of our Peltex. And I don't have Peltex that can be fused, so I'm just gonna have to like before I close it. I think that's my plan. If it doesn't work, I will do something else. So let's hope it works. Alrighty. One of those things to fuse at least. Okay. So that's our Peltex, nice and firm. Go to our other pieces. Alright. What else do I need my Peltex for? Just the bottom? Let me get that piece. So for our bottom base, we're going to cut 2 at the dash line. Okay. Let's do hanging it off the edge by 1 inch, and that'll give me the width that I need. And then same, I'm going to hang it off the edge 1 inch. This is so I don't have to cut the dash line. There. So it should fit right within those dashed lines. Alrighty, 2 of these. Just gonna lay it down and do it again. Okay. And 1 woven interfacing. Let me put the Peltex to the side. Where did I put my other roll? Okay. We'll say this guy. It's gonna be my woven interfacing. Oh, I'm gonna cut it. I'm going to try something out. It might not work. It might not be the right thing to do. But I'm going to cut out, since this is fusible, I'm going to cut out the whole pattern piece. I'll show you. I'm cutting it the full pattern size. And that way, when it comes to my base, maybe I can fuse, whoops, this to it, like that. So it's sandwiched in there. Since I can't fuse the Peltex, I can, we'll see. I'm shooting from the hip here. Alright, set that aside. Okay, yeah. For our bottom strap anchor, we need 1 woven. For our top anchor, 1 woven. Let's see. Our side gusset peekaboo, 2 wovens. Move our pocket to the side. Here. As well as the exterior pocket lining is good. Our bottle sleeve is good. And the gusset pocket, check. that is our zipper overlay. So for our main body liner, it doesn't need anything. Move it out of the way. And here's this guy. Our side gusset. 2 woven. Yeah. 2 woven in this shape. 2 woven interfacings for that. Okay, so let's start that round. There's an actual pattern piece for your Decadil light, which I haven't pulled out yet. So let's cut all these woven interfacings really fast. Doesn't have to be pretty. Bottom strap anchor. Shifting all over the place. There we go. Okay. Top anchor, side gusset, peekaboo, 2 of those. Okay, there's 1 and 2. Alright, put that to the side. 2 of these. Oh, ignore that happened. Alright, so this is our woven interfacing that we're going to do. It's a little shy in the length, but we're making this work. That's how we roll. I can just sandwich a little strip along the bottom to make up for what I'm missing. Okay. So, 1 more of those. Stick it on. Guys, you only need the woven interfacing for using woven fabric, don't you? Be good if I had read through the whole thing. I probably should have watched a video too. But my brain does not work like that. I'm just going to finish cutting this piece out because maybe I will use it for my other fabric that I bought, which is woven. So that worked. Oh, actually. Okay. There. Put that aside. But, point being, I do want the Decadil light. And that one is this guy. What other pattern needed it? Yeah, that's right, this guy. Okay. So this called for 2 deck of the light, and our main body exterior needed 2 deck of the light, and that is the end of our interfacing, I believe. Put this over here. Oh. Okay. There we have it. There we go. 2 and 2. So the deck of the light you'll do at the dash line. I'm just going to shift my pattern piece up an inch and over an inch. Okay, like that. And that should be what I need. This deck of the light's not cheap. I did look at Joann's. I didn't have time to go to Joann's, but they have their sale on interfacing right now, I think. So I'm tempted to get the bolt at half off. I don't know. Still thinking about it. I kind of also want to look at some of the small shops and see what they have that's equivalent. If you have ideas or things you prefer, share with us. Hold up, I gotta get my charger. But not the iron. We were so close to the end, I'd hate for it to die. Okay, back to doing this. I need one more round of things. Okay, so that's my main body exterior Peltex, and now I'm going to get a little bit more laid out for the side gusset stabilizer. And oops, sorry, I didn't mean to bump you. I got it all done. Wait, let's just watch. There we go. And then one more, and then we just go and fuse everything, which I won't do on camera because I didn't turn my heat press on, so it's not ready. But I'll be sure and take a photo of my pile of things and put it in the album to share. And then tomorrow will be day 2. And if you have had a chance to cut out yours, post a photo of your pattern all ready to go. I know a few people have shared in the event, on the event tab page or whatever it was, their stuff cut out, so that was nice that they'd already gotten that done. Using instructions. Decadil Light. Stamp cloth press. Sounds good. Okay. That goes over here. And now, put my interfacing away. Another day. This one piece. No, that's extra. Okay. Okay. So after all of that, we should have, start at the top, our flap, our flap closure pattern piece in one accent and one WPC. If you're using woven fabric, cut out woven interfacing and interface that. So that's this guy, and then you'll need your Peltex for that. Next, we've got our main body exterior. 2 of those cut out. 1, 2, and 2 of the Decadil Light at the dashed line. Our next piece is here. This is our side gusset, 2 Decadil Lights, using the interfacing piece to cut that out. And our main exterior, 2 of those. I have to piece mine together because it was too short, but your main exterior is going to have a V cut out of the middle, and my lining will not have the V cut out. So there's 2 of those. 1, 2. That is your side gusset. Now your peekaboo accent, 2 of those. 1, 2. Your strap, sorry, your top anchor, that's what it's called. All right, your top anchor, 1 accent piece. I don't know if I need to interface it or not. That's a maybe for me. Your bottom strap anchor, you'll have 1 piece cut. Your inside, this is our main body liner. You cut 1 of your lining fabric. 1. You need 1 zipper overlay. Cut 2. I lied. You need 2. I wonder if I have more of that one. Let me see. Maybe. I think I can get it cut out of that. It's tight, but that actually works. Okay, cool. I'll cut that out in a little bit. So 2 of those. Glad we talked about that. So that's your zipper overlay. Interior gusset pocket, 1 of those in your waterproof canvas or whatever you choose to use. Your bottle sleeve, cut 1. Mine, I had to cut 2 pieces because I didn't have enough to fold over, so that's why you see that, but cut 1 on the fold. That was your bottle sleeve. And your exterior pocket lining in WPC, you'll cut 2 of those, and you'll want to mark on the back of 1 that zipper box, and I marked it on the back of that one. And then you need 2 of your interior zipper pocket in your waterproof canvas. Okay, your base is the last piece, I believe, and we have 1 plus 2 Peltex. She's gonna mark your purse feet on the pattern, and 2 of the Peltex. And I think I'm going to try to fuse them. Since they're not fusible, I'll try to fuse them to the base with this woven. It might not work. We'll see. All right, that is the Siah Sidekick pattern cut out. I hope it was clear, and if it wasn't, I hope I clarified at some point what all you needed to do. I didn't pull out the hardware or the webbing yet because I'm waiting on a color to get to me in the mail still. So I think I've got some things coming in on Tuesday. Hopefully I don't need it before then. What zipper tape am I going to use? Huh. I'll have to take a photo of my options and y'all help me pick something so that it looks nice. Okay, I'm excited. I hope that you can get it finished today or sometime this week so that you can participate in our Sewalong, and if you can do all of the days, your progress photos for each one of the steps, or progress photos of each of the days finished project, we're going to do a giveaway, and I think I'd like to do a gift card to, oh, I don't know. Give me some ideas of places you like to shop, and we will pick a place to do a gift card to for our winners. All right? Y'all have a great rest of your Sunday. What time is it? 4:30. I have to go cook dinner because otherwise my little children will be in the pantry 5 minutes before 5 looking for a snack, and then I have to run them out and say dinner is on the table at 5 o'clock. It's got to be at 5 o'clock, or I have to fight them off the snacks. All right, I will do our live tomorrow, probably 10 or 11 in the morning, I think, because that gives me time to clean up the house a little after I get the kids off to school and walk the dog. All right. Say hi and share your photos in the group, and let's all encourage each other to get this bag finished because it's going to be epic. Lindsay makes amazing patterns. All right. Bye, guys.